everybody, welcome back to Build That House with me, Jim. This is episode 110. We are continuing to do the plumbing, and we have started the kitchen area. Graham the plumber's here, masterminding it all, and bad back and all. And we're moving forward, so stay tuned. It should get interesting. All right, everybody, here we are. Here I still am with my chipped tooth, which I'm getting fixed next Tuesday. I'm Tyvecking this east side, and it's so high that I'm using this little trick again, where you put a ladder on top of already the insanely high scaffolding so that I can staple that up there. So having a good time, super high, super challenging. Kind of unnerving, to say the least, and I'll be happy when I get this side done. I'm going to put 2 layers on this side, like I said before. It takes a lot of wind and rain abuse on this side, so that's the goal. If I can get this side wrapped up today and then back down on the bottom, start going down there again, I'll be a happy camper. Is a good driver. You never know what's going to happen at the building supply place. All right, I'm putting another layer on, which might seem crazy to some people, but I have no idea when I'm going to be able to side this side. So it's going to be really well protected, and I'm getting better at it. So coming along, you can see the second strip there, and I got to go up top again, but got tape action now, and it seals the joints. And I think what I'm gonna do is rip strips of plywood and screw them on instead of a million staples, just in case it's a couple 3 years before I can get siding on there. That plywood will hold everything in place really well, and I think I'll do a good job. Hey, that looks pretty good. Put some strips on there, like I said, and that'll just make sure that never goes anywhere, and I don't have to staple the crap out of it and put a bazillion holes in it, which they might ask me to do anyway, but I can always go around and do that later. It ain't going anywhere, I guarantee it. And it's much more gentler. That will be resistant to weather far better than putting a million staples in it, I figure, anyway. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me what you think in the comments. What's your problem? All right, there it is. Calling it a day. I survived. I lived another day, yay. Carrying on with the plumbing on the east side of the house, and this will be the kitchen sink over here, actually, and that will be a vent that goes through the roof. You can see I've already cut a hole here. This picks up one of the sinks, and now we're going to put one in parallel to it for a second sink. And then we've got this stuff over here. We've got a nice little clean out at the bottom, and then this expansion contraction. What's the official name of these fittings, Graham?
Expansion joint.
Okay, expansion joints. This is so that if your house sinks or moves in any way, the whole system can kind of have a little play there, so it doesn't rip things apart. But that's generally not going to happen, especially not in this case. So we're doing pretty good, and we're carrying on with the plumbing today. All right, we're just finishing the final venting from a long haul, and we are finished all the gray water. A few little details to take care of, but for the most part, mission accomplished. And Graham, the plumber, will be back when we start doing.
When he gets his back surgery.
After his back surgery, and we're gonna do all that. Not easy to do, people. Not easy to do. You do that all day, you'll feel it. Trust me. Prone to jam. That's a brand new, nice sharp bit we got. So
One more and that's it, man.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Look at the debris from that stuff. You want to make a mess fast? Drill a few 2-inch holes.
There goes Jim. Whoa.
One more or two?
Last hole. I think that's the absolute last hole we have to drill.
Wow. All right, here we are at the plumbing supply place, biting into some of the very first components we're going to need to the actual. Whoa, you
Oh no!
wrong.
Wrong. Think that's it, Graham?
Well, looky here. We're doing a little bit of actual hot and cold water plumbing. And I chose to use red for hot and blue for cold because as someone who is a homeowner and not really a pro plumber, it just makes things that much simpler and you know exactly what kind of water is in each one. So as you can see here, we're running this PEX, drilled some holes, and we're pulling them through. It's very cool. Very, very weird for me to actually be working on something as tangible as a water supply in this house.
Tangible, that's a big word.
Yes, tangible. I use lots of big words here on Build That House with Jim. But anyway, it's looking good. We're very happy to be at this juncture. And juncture? You like that word?
That's a big word.
Okay, just put a little Sunday shot in for 5 hours and got that. Basically, it took that long to put the upper 9 feet of Typar house wrap up there. See, I got these wood strips. It's really hard to film with any perspective that really you can. It's just very difficult to. Yeah. Tomorrow I got to do one more layer at the very top there. And this side's completely done. So happy. So happy about it. Alright, just cutting out the final upper pieces of Tyvek house wrap. Getting the angle down right here. And I'll be glad, this is the most extreme, highest parts. So I've got my body harness on again, which psychologically should help, but you're still pretty darn nervous up there. All right, next stop, I'm gonna sheet this side. In the meantime, I got my tooth fixed. What an ordeal, I tell you. People even treat you different when you look like Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber. It's hard not to smile and laugh and, you know, express some joy. But I'm back now with a fixed tooth. And check out what I did the last couple days. This is looking real good. So, all those strips on there hold it in perfectly, right up to the very top. I did patch a few pieces in there because it's so sketchy up there, but for the most part, 3 9-foot strips of Typar, Tyvek, house wrap, whatever you want to call it. I'll just call it house wrap from now on. I see my house is a walking billboard for the local building supply place. Maybe I should use Tyvek in the front, more of a commercial standard or industry standard, but I don't know if it really matters. I guess it boils down to cost, really, is what. Anyway, so I'm really happy about that. So I'm gonna come along the front now, and I'm gonna do this lower part. First thing I have to do though is put this flashing on here, as you can see. I don't know if you remember, a long time ago I did a bunch of flashing. Now I'm gonna carry along down there, around the corner. And this house wrap comes in 100-foot sections. House is about 50 feet across the front here. So I'm thinking, why not wrap it, have no joins, and just kind of go around the corner. Should be about 80 feet. So one roll should go down the front along the bottom here and all the way to the basement door. So that's the next step. And then after I do that, which will be kind of like gratifying because it won't take long, it's really safe and fast, I'll attempt to move the Alumipole by myself, which will be fun. Let me tell you, that'll be fun. I'm gonna get it over to that west side and get that upper part sheeted like I really want to do. But anyway, I remember now it's two layers of house wrap on this side. But like I said, man, this side just gets smoked by the weather. The rain, the wind, everything comes in on this side. The rest of the house, believe it or not, no rain even gets in these massive sliding glass windows here. When it's raining, it just doesn't come in that way, which is hard to believe considering they're so big. And then with the big overhang on the roof, don't hesitate to put a big overhang on a roof. It's a great way to keep the sun and the weather and everything else off your house. Create a little bit more shade too. So anyway, we're carrying on boldly, enter into February, and we'll see where it takes us. And thank you for coming along with me. That will conclude this episode. So next episode will be like 111 or 112. Can't quite remember now. It's just a blur. Anyway, thanks guys. We'll see you next time.